Hey guys, my name is Sidiac and welcome to FarmTown here in City Skylines 2, where last episode we built this brand new little village in the middle of a little bit of a farming district. We give it its own train station, and I asked you guys last episode to give me some pretty sweet name suggestions of what we can call this brand new town. Now before we get onto it and rename it, today we need to think about education. We need to expand our education and we need to provide more higher educated and university options for the region in general. That's one of the things we're kind of slacking right now. We're struggling with our farms to get those high kind of educated people working there, so we got to try and push a little bit further. Universities seem to be kind of slacking, but we're going to kind of revisit it all anyway. Now, there's a few little areas where we need to improve the traffic flow. You can see that there's a few little traffic jams and a couple of crashes dotted around right now. Burned down. Oh no. It's been burnt, baby. It's been burnt. Traffic, I won't say it's starting to kind of pile up in like certain areas, but some areas it is looking a little bit busier. There's a couple of hot jams coming in and out here. And this roundabout is annoying me. It really is. So we need to figure that out as well. We need to kind of sort out where the traffic head is and just pretty much go from there. So if you are enjoying the series, boys, welcome back. Smash a like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, because we've got so much demand as well. So we need to start thinking about, at some point, where we're going to build not our next village, but our next town. Oh, that's going to be exciting, boys. That's going to be really exciting right now. So the village that we built last episode, I'm finally giving in to one folio right now who's been commenting forever every time we build a new place, wanting me to rename it after a place in Stepford County Railway, and it's your boy Money Cash right now. Finally, I'm giving him Esterfield for your boy. And it's actually a pretty good name. It has a train station, has fields around it. Esterfield. It's part of, I'm about to say Cabin Crew. Stepford County Railway in Roblox. It's a train game. It all kind of fits in. So I think this is the perfect place for us to rename it. Now, we need to look at education. Education is I wouldn't say it's a big issue, but it's something that we've kind of been slightly battling with for quite some time. And you can see that we're quite low to the capacity of our elementary. High school seem to be okay. College, we just about seem to be okay as well. University, not so much. Now, even though the eligibility is super, super high, only 62 people want to go over here. Now, you could argue it's completely out the way. It's a long place for them to travel to get to. You could argue all those things. We do have public transport leading them over there, but it could also be that they don't really want to go to this type of university. They might want to go and seek different levels of education, the technical university, the medical university. There's those fields that they may want to kind of dive into, and I kind of want to build them and try and spread one between Sierra Valley and actual FarmTown themselves. So what we need to do is we need to actually unlock those. So if we go to education, and we need to unlock the technical university, we need to unlock the medical university. Now there's other stuff that we can also do and implement that will increase our bonuses for education. But until we get to that point, this is what we're going to do. So we've got two, the technical and the medical. I think I might save the medical for Sierra Valley and then use the technical one for FarmTown. Now it is quite a large building, and I'm probably going to place it within this vicinity here. There is a little train station we can kind of utilize to get people on and off. Now the main reason I want to use it over here is because I still can't build here. I'm still waiting for the ground pollution to slowly subside. And until then, I can't build what I want to build here, which is kind of annoying. But certain buildings we can build, like we can build a school here like that. We're going to build the technical university here as well. Now, it's quite a large building. When I say it's quite, oh my goodness me, it's actually huge. It's actually a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Okay, that's slightly thrown a spanner in the works for me. How big is the medical one? See, the medical one's not that too big now. Thinking about it, I'm going to put the technical one over here. The medical one is absolutely huge as well. But I think that would be a better representation of this area in general. Now, I want to throw it in here, but I need to do some reconfigurations. So I'm probably going to get it to go... If I delete this road and delete this road, it's also going to have to delete that bus line as well, which is kind of sad and annoying. I kind of want to fit it within here and then build a road around it and kind of extend off it. So I'm going to delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you. And I'm not going to delete the school. I'm just going to reposition it very quickly. So if I just put it over there very quickly right now. The bus route, we're going to have to quickly now say to them, you can't go that way. And then we're going to squeeze the medical university directly now in. So I'm hoping that is about centered. I think that might be the centered bit. Maybe. Who knows? We're going to drop it in. Which unlocked the big farmer as well, which is quite exciting. Now, I'm only throwing it in just so I can kind of roughly see where the road alignments are going to go. Now, the only reason this is an alley-style road is because of the space in between this, but now all this technically doesn't matter. So, I could weirdly just completely change the connection, but I like the idea of the train station being so nearby, car parking nearby as well, and we can kind of then build a little bit of a border road going around it. But there is extensions you can add to this. Now, the extension wing builds on the actual building itself, which we'll place down. We've got the practice... Is it a practice clinic? It is, which is an additional building. This is also an additional building as well. So we have to bear that in mind as we build these little extensions on it. There we go, there we go. Now, that is a vast building. That is a vast, vast building. Now we know the complete size of it. I'm thinking, do I want it to be directly here? Or do we make it go sideways and then build around it? It's a vast building, boys, isn't it? I want to see what the idea of it would look like if I built it sideways. So if I deleted this... Now, I've got money to burn, right? Yes, I've got money to burn, so I can kind of play around with all of this. If I just throw this over there real quickly. Oh, Seniac, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing? And if I run this road directly up... Wow, it was going to go directly up until somebody decided that this is not the right alignment. How is that alignment still going? You don't even exist. There's nothing... Hill Street? Why is there a hillside street still there? There we go. There we go, boys. So, okay, I went crooked there. I still find this game really annoying to build roads on. I still find it really annoying. Right, move this. So there's two places we can put it on. We can either put it on this side, or I can go right to the edge, or I can bring it down and center it slightly. Now, if I went right to the edge, right, that puts us like this, which now doesn't feel so dominant in the area, and we can kind of build around it and stagger the buildings up to this size, which does work out really well, but I feel like we still might push it down a little bit more. I know this costs me a lot of money every time I move it. So if I push it to about there, and then I'm actually going to delete this little alley style road. That's now going to go. And then we're going to build a little bit more prominently around here. Now, this road runs directly down as well. So if I brought this in to there, no issues. I wonder if I can actually move that where that becomes the edge road. And we get like a straight through. This is really pushing this right now. This is really pushing the design aspect of this. So if I went to there, it means that is completely moved all the way up. This road then can kind of skadoodle directly through. Like that. And it's gone very funky from the get-go. I feel like this road is completely off as well. Right. I've never had so many issues than trying to build the road layout around this area. Right. Oh, hello. Lag. You see what I mean? I've never had so many issues that I have trying to build the road. Why can I not delete it now? Oh, this game amazes me. Right, down that way. That can then... I give up. I give up half the time of this game. I just give up. Look, I can't. Why is it not deleting the road? What is going on right now? I'm having a meltdown. The game is having a meltdown. We're going to come off this. Because that is now the straight bit. Running in. I don't know if it's now going to change anything, but there we go. Oh my goodness me. Why was that so difficult, boys? Why was that so difficult? Right. This. Running up slightly, just so we got that little connection on. Right, there we go. We're back in business. We're back in business. So bringing this all the way up. We'll kind of extend it a little bit further than it needs to. And I'm going to build the road going around it as well. So I'm going to build this going up. Now, normally I do like a smaller, like, alley-style road. But this feels like it's going to work perfectly fine anyway to do the complete border. Now, that's great. It might not seem like much, and it's took me longer than I expected to kind of get that in. But it kind of now... We can stagger the building height up to it, so it doesn't look like it's completely out of place. And that's what I really like about that. That's what I really like about it. So, now then, we need to figure out the transitions from train station to walking over here. I can build a road going down along the side of it. But we've got to get this just right, and this can be a slight pain. Because I've got to get the margins right as well. So if I went to about there, and then out, yes. See, that's the issue, is the fact that I don't know what I'm turning off here to make this not go slightly funky. How do I stop it from snapping to a snap to existing geometry? It's not you. Snap to zone, snap to 90 degrees, snap to size of the building, snap to guides. It's just slightly coming away in general anyway, isn't it? Kind of works, but let's see what the okay, the space in there is completely off because I can't go right to it. So we're gonna have to scrap that anyway. We'll scrap it all anyway, and we'll just base it off this one then. We'll base it off this. No issues. Even though you can see how diagonal that road is now. Right there. I just don't get it why it's so skew-if in this area. Right, I've gone like that. Delete you. I've gone like that. We'll leave it as it is. We talk no more of this issue. We talk no more of this issue, okay? We've done it. So the whole reason for that is so I can create like the walkable overpasses for the train station. That's all I wanted to do. So I'm going to do a covered pedestrian overpass right now. So I'm going to make sure that we can kind of fully get it over. And do the same on this side. So it doesn't really want to work it out well just there, but it will work just there. And then we've got to somehow bring them down. Now it doesn't really work out very well on the other side. It should be okay on this side. There we go, little crossings. And this one's a little bit more tricky because of the spacing of it. So I don't know whether to kind of maybe stick it up by to there and then bring it down as soon as we can to this point. And do the same here. Because you can kind of play around with it anyway. We have the ability to kind of snap in this road to connect up and over. I can also allow this to go up and then drop down into that corner. And the same thing here. So I'm just trying to make it as walkable as possible because this eventually will be a built-up area. It eventually will be some kind of built-up area. So I'm going to run this down the back side of it all. But not connecting anywhere else. So we can get all different types of buildings in there. That works out really well. There's a ability to now walk over and access this area, which means I can now move or rejig this school. And I'm going to put the school over in this corner there. We're just going to keep it there and then build up around it as we need. Right, that took way longer than it needed to do, but we got a university in here. 232 people are already going to the medical university. Compare that to the... Okay, 74 going over here, so that's slightly increased as well. But that's a huge difference, isn't it? Now, I can't do much with this area now until the pollution's gone, but at least we got that connectivity all up and running. Now, the other university is our technical one, and it's absolutely huge, and I reckon it's probably best I squeeze it around here, but the land is slightly going up, so I've got to be a bit careful. But can we fit it there? We can fit it here. So if I kind of give us a 2, 3, a 4 space, 5. No, okay, we're going to bring that road out slightly a bit more. Because I want to do a border going around it, but I also need a bit of space for how big this is. So if I just quickly drop that there for now. What are the extensions? An extension wing, and we also have then the workshop upgrade. So there's nothing additional you need to add on to it. And it fits in quite nice here. But I do feel like it might be slightly a bit closer to the highway road than I would like it. But once I plant the trees down, does it really matter? It is a little bit closer than I would like it. So that then kind of changes my question. What if, if I do the road like this and just delete you back? What if I change this to then sit like that? So I could bring it to about there and then place that in. And it would be nice if I can actually maybe get it where this road... Is that straight? Yeah. Connect you in. And then get that right into the corner. Like that. And then if I wanted to, I could use the pedestrian street. Just to kind of go around the edge, just to finish the border off of that university. So it's integrated, but it's on the outskirts slightly. Obviously got to make sure that we implement our bus route to kind of go near it to pick people up. And then I can plant down trees all around the edge and it not be too close to the highway. And already there's 154 people going there, so that is absolutely glorious. Now, talking about bus routes, I have slightly oofed the one over here. We have a stop there, and we have a stop just there. So I think for now it's okay. I think for now it might be okay. But I wonder if we'll start seeing people walking over here eventually. We'll have to give that a little bit of time. There's a bus stop just there, which, again, for me now will be okay. Until we build up this area a bit more. So, nearly 200 people on that university, 300 people in that university, and nearly 80 in that one. So we've actually increased the numbers of people able to go to the university. And it will take time before we see the changes get implemented. But we've now just completely upped it. College is an issue as well. Now, we did implement a college over there. And we do have a college over here. That college is looking quite busy and full. This one, kind of similar. Can't stick a library down, but can we do an extension on this one? Just add a slight extension. I know it won't really do much for us, but I suppose every little helps. Well, I can't see how we can play... I mean, apart from adding a third college in. Oh, okay, just adding the extension is probably more than enough we need to do right there. So hopefully then people go for the education levels a little bit easier. Now, do we need more schools? We only have one elementary school over here. We could do with another elementary school in this vicinity. 100%. So I'm going to throw that in here. Go right to the edge because I might have the ability to squeeze in either a playground or a children's clinic. We'll go for the children's clinic. Extension there. I didn't realise we're only operating on one school in this area. did not realise that. Well, one in elementary school anyway. There's an elementary school there. That's not full. That's full. But the overspill is just over there anyway. That's not full. That's full. That's full. That's full. And that's full. So we could do with one more maybe in this area. But I just seem to have a lot in general anyway. So we'll see how we get on with this one first. We'll see how we do with that before we kind of decide or kind of figure anything out. But it will be interesting to see how things now progress within these vicinities. And for these universities anyway. Look at that. Nearly 400 people have now jumped on the technical one. Medical one slightly increased as well. And it also has patients. So, I mean, if you needed to doctor, would you go to a medical university where there's students? I mean, I suppose everyone's got to learn. Right, everyone's got to learn. But I would be slightly worried. There you go, boys. People using the bridge crossing. And there's somebody else about to go into it as well. Oh, there's somebody else as well. See, okay, they're using it. It's good for somebody. It is good for somebody. Right, so now we place those in. It will take a while before we start seeing the true benefits from it. But let's see if we can kind of increase and improve some of the road networks then. So I'm not a huge fan of this roundabout. This roundabout kind of slightly annoys me in many ways. And it was all down to the fact that they like to kind of go in before the roundabout, which is really annoying. Now, do I have any other roundabouts anywhere else that I can maybe kind of... No, all the roundabouts work the same. But I think the main issue was them kind of getting to this point here as an issue. I have it set up where there's 2 lanes to enter, when really I should maybe have it 2 lanes to exit. Because they can't do a left because it's a dead end. You know what I mean? So maybe 2 lanes to exit would be the better option for us here. We'll see how we get on. It will filter a bit more traffic, but also maybe having a junction there so soon is slightly an issue. But we shall see. You'll have to wait for the traffic to kind of come back again for us to truly understand it. We did have issues over here. I don't like the fact that all the vehicles park on this road. I'm not a huge fan of it. But is this another area where we could benefit from a roundabout? I mean, I could do some parking, but the parking is going to get slightly... I mean, there's parking over here. We just need more parking in general anyway. And I don't really know where the best... I mean, there's parking over there that's not really that full. I don't really know where the best option would be for parking. All these parking over here are pretty busy. Because the other side of me as well is I don't really like parking. Solely because... I mean, I could just solve that by having an asymmetrical road. Do I have it coming in, going out? I truly don't know. I truly don't know what the best kind of method would be for this. Now, it does throw around traffic lights down. I'll get rid of them for now, just so it kind of slightly free flows a bit more. I don't know. That's the issue. I don't truly know what the best method would be. It kind of seems a bit pointless having asymmetrical going in because it's a left turn. So if I have that going out that way, if I get rid of the traffic lights there and there, it's a tough one. I suppose we have to wait for a bit of rush hour to come back in again, right? We'll have to wait for that. There's a crash over here right now, which has caused a little bit of a backlog. So I suppose I'm fixing the traffic at the wrong point now, aren't I? The fact that we don't know. We need the traffic to appear again for us to kind of slightly start fixing it and to understand the issues. So we'll wait. We will wait. We had a notification there. Just literally disappeared within a split second. Now, in the region, we have a lack of entertainment and unreliable healthcare coverage as well. So it is true. It is true. We have a medical facility over there. We could probably do with an additional hospital, really. We have a... Oh, we don't have a hospital around it. We might replace this then with a hospital. So that's a firehouse. I'm going to actually reallocate this and put it just there. We're going to delete this medical facility. And we're going to replace it with a hospital. I vaguely remember doing a hospital, but I couldn't afford it at the time. But that was a while ago. We'll add helicopters to it. A specialised trauma unit. A trauma centre. We've gone all out on the hospital, boys. That has given us great coverage. Now, we only have a small one over there, so we only really have a big hospital in Sierra Valley. How's that going to play out? I don't know. I don't know. Lack of entertainment is also another one. Now, I don't know what we would quite put down. Like, oh, community pool might be a good thing. A community pool in this vicinity, near the waterfront. It's probably a place that's not really needed for it, but where is the lack of entertainment kind of slacking? Oh, yeah. We need more parks and stuff. We do need more parks. Let's go for a slightly larger park over here. Can I squeeze something in? Yes. We have then the large playground. We got a couple over there. Something over here would be good. Large playground. Something within this area as well. We have the train tracks we've got to try and slightly get around. Park just there. And this is all industry. It's like, there's not really much you can kind of do with that, to be honest with you. Large plazas, no. We'll do playgrounds first, either end. Sports parks, small parks, large parks. We could do a nice little outdoor gym. Just over there. Do a skate park just here. Why not, why not, why not? And then... how big is a large plaza? It's quite large. So I might do a small one within the shopping vicinity. Oh, it actually places over here we can kind of squeeze them in. And small playground, dog park. No, we'll leave that like that, and then we'll throw a little dog park just here on the side of the train tracks. Is that small enough to kind of squeeze in? We'll chomp the edges slightly. Right, is that enough to give us... yes, just to kind of slightly pull us out of it. So, that was beneficial to a certain degree. Did I just quickly spot traffic issue over here? Oh, it could possibly be. Could possibly be. Makes sense though when you get to a junction to allow more vehicles to flow into it, but the farming land is going to be a pain for us. So it would make sense to have that like that dedicated right turn lane here. But let's pull that back slightly. If I do it like that there. We'll do it like that to where... oh no, I don't actually like that. Put that back to normal. It's gotta be... I mean, it's still not the best, but that's got a slightly stagger. That's got a slightly stagger. They've all got a slightly stagger to a certain degree. But as I do all this, the traffic just disperses anyway. I'm fixing traffic at midnight. I've just realised the time. Right, there's a few vehicles coming in right now, so at least we can have 2 vehicles enter the junction from this direction. And they have a dedicated right turn as well. Oh, look at that. We get a system notification and it just disappears straight away. How dare you? How dare you? So splitting the traffic anyway. Not like it was a big issue anyway, but, you know, every little helps. I know that this is an issue at some degree as well. I think we need to do like a slingshot road, but I'll wait for them to appear again. But autumn's coming, boys. It's now fall in the game, and the trees are slightly getting brown, which is a nice visual sight to see. Right, is this the roundabout we had issues with? It is. It is. Do we have traffic lights here? We do. We do. Can we allow them to all flow out at once? Potentially. Oh, they're waiting for their turn anyway. But they still skedaddle out of here as quick as... Oh, okay. It's actually quite busy, isn't it? It is actually quite busy. Now, that would be because that is the quickest route out of here. So it makes complete sense to why they would use it. But it backs along quite some distance. So we're going to have to think about connecting this directly down. I know it kind of goes off on this stagger here, which is slightly annoying. But it might alleviate some vehicles coming down here to enter that way to go out. Which we can kind of then split it a little bit. I'll not have to force them to drive all the way down there, which has helped dramatically because the back end right now is dying down because they're all now coming down. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but a fair few of them are coming down this way. Slightly messed up some of my commercial, but that's okay. And it also might make some people kind of turn in here to do a left. So it split it. The traffic's now moving. So it must have been bad if we were getting traffic at midnight. It must have been bad. Car accident over there, which is fine. But let's see then. So, wow, look how many people are going to the university now. That one's had a slight increase, but not by much. This one's had a nice little boost as well, but everyone wants to go to the technical university, boys. Could it have been that was just a weak positioning for the university? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Are less farms complaining about education levels? Yes. So, it has worked. It has worked. So that is the main thing. But we got to keep an eye on it because we still need highly educated jobs. We still need well-educated jobs. We actually just need more jobs. I think we're going to slowly hit the unemployment numbers very soon. And we're going to need to start going back into farming production. But hopefully, in time, the ground pollution will go. I'm hoping in time the ground pollution will go. And then we can eventually start building stuff here. Mainly residential. It is slightly annoying. It is slightly annoying, but I think we can fill in the little gaps anyway. Because we got to kind of create the barrier between residential to industry. And I think that can kind of come in with a little bit of offices, which will spend all the demand just there anyway. That'll be a nice little bonus. A little bit of commercial there. Oh, principals. Companies working on offices. We'll take it. A bit of touristy because of the harbour in general anyway. And that will be the natural barrier once the pollution is decreased in the area. Can we get them to kind of grow the full length? Yes. Can we get you to grow the full length? No. No. But there should be a fair few nice buildings thrown in. And also should be a fair amount of jobs appearing as well from this. Some will be highly educated. So it kind of works out fairly well for us. It's quite exciting. If we still split the difference and all this, seems to be okay. I know we have a lot of traffic with vehicles trying to get to the cargo terminal. We've got to figure out where we can place additional ones of those down. 13 jobs available, which go all the way up to well-educated, which is looking pretty sweet. And will give us a little bit more of a reason for them to utilise the actual train station and our walkable overpasses as well. Very good, boys. Very good. Just hopefully they don't complain about the ground pollution. Do they know they are built on top of poop? I have no idea. No idea. Trees are starting to grow in Snobbington, by the way. You can kind of slowly start to see them. It's a big difference from Stompington to Esterfield, where there's not that many growing at the moment. But I do like it. I like it when it gets full because all the trees go orangey. Right, we're going to start figuring out and planning our next town expansion. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. Until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.